This video is on Google Chrome. I'm Mike Pacton, teacher at Crete-Monee High School and also a member of the Google integration team for our district. Google Chrome is way more than just a web browser. It has the ability to add what are called apps and extensions. We're going to get into both of those in this video. For right now, I'll guide you around the beginning of using Google Chrome as a web browser, and then we'll talk more about these awesome things that allow you to add abilities and do things and tasks that you wouldn't be able to do in any other type of web browser. So here we go. First of all, when you open a Google Chrome window, this is what you get. You have a search bar in the center. You can type in whatever it is that you're searching for, or you can type in a URL directly, and it'll take you to that exact website. So here I typed in Crete-Monee. Here's my search results. I could have also typed in cm201u.org, and notice instead of a search, it would take me directly to the website. So those are two ways to use that search bar. Most of the modern browsers now do this, but some do not. So just be aware that is called an Omnibox because it can do both, and it can do other things as well. For example, I could look up real quickly what 900 times 500 is, and I get the answer right there. I don't even need to hit enter to complete the search. Likewise, science teachers, you'll love this. You can do conversions right there. So 50 meters to feet, that sounds good. 164. So very powerful little tool right there. Quick information is obtainable. There's a lot of other things as well, but we're going to focus on the big picture here. I'm not going to go into too much detail. In the right-hand corner, there's a menu button. It looks like three horizontal lines. The techno geeks out there like me, the technical term for that is a hamburger bar, or sometimes called a Big Mac button. So we click that hamburger button, and you find all your settings like you're used to seeing. If you're used to Internet Explorer or something like that, there's lots of options to choose from. Settings will take you to some configurable options. Printing pages is here. You can get your bookmarks here. I'll show you another spot to get bookmarks a little later. You can view your history, open new windows or tabs, and also go incognito. Incognito for Chrome just means that your history will be erased after you exit the window. Obviously, network administrators and things like that can always access it, and all our stuff is documented on school computers, but I don't know. Incognito just doesn't save cookies and things like that. The other thing to point out, and probably the most important thing, is apps button. You'll see bookmarks here as well. I have some additional ones because I've imported them from Internet Explorer, and I've also created some. You can manage your bookmarks by clicking on that. But the apps is really important. I said at the beginning, Chrome is way more than a web browser, and that's because of the ability to add apps and extensions. Apps are like little programs, and I clicked on the apps button. You see where it takes you. These little programs do not download to your computer. They run off the internet. So most of them are all internet. Some of them work offline. But these add completely new abilities, more than just searching the web, to Chrome. So they launch out of Chrome, but they're like individual little softwares. To get these apps, you go to the web store. You'll have most of these Google ones already, but these other additional ones that you see that I have, and then even some more, you can download those from the Chrome Web Store. So to get to the Chrome Web Store, you click on the Web Store. By default, it's set up for apps. You'll notice there's tons of different apps here, including games, so be aware of that with students and things like that. Now, I don't know if our district's going to restrict this or not, but as of right now, this is open and we have everything available to us from the Chrome Web Store. I like to go to categories and search education. That gives me a little bit more focus on the stuff that matters. Then you could search in for whatever it is you're looking for. Now, you might find apps for your content area. There's lots of apps for technology. You'll notice down over here, there's even a slideshow remote for your cell phone app. So that's kind of neat. Anything you can think of, you could try searching and see if there's an app for it. When you find an app that you think you might want to use, click on it. You'll see in the center, sometimes there's a video. There's always information about it, pictures. These are all made by third parties. So they want to try to sell you on this. They want you to use their apps. So they'll give you all the information and stuff here. You can usually, if you're signed in, tell the developer their email, talk to them, give them issues and things like that. You can see the reviews. Up here at the top, it tells you how many people have rated it and how many people are using it. So it's also available for Android device. I'm on my computer. You can access Chrome Store anywhere from any device. So it tells you what it's available for. If you're on an iPhone, for example, you'd probably need a different version of this. So anyway, if you like this app and you want to get it, click Add to Chrome, and it'll become one of your apps. Like I just showed you earlier in the apps section, you can find all your apps, and it'll be there on that list. So that's how we add apps. And again, apps are very powerful. They're like little additional programs that you could open through Chrome. The other thing that's in this web store that is important are extensions. And extensions just add utility to our Google Chrome. Extensions extend the functionality. For example, I'm doing this recording right now using extension. Up here in my browser, these are all extensions that I have. This one right here is called Screencastify, and that's actually what's recording this video for me. It's just an extension. I'm using it in my Chrome window. I have other ones. This one's called the Great Suspender. What it does is if I have like 50 tabs open, which I've been known to do from time to time, I can basically have them all, if I'm not using one or the other, kind of go to sleep. So it's not taking up any computer memory. It's not slowing me down at all. I really like that one. Then I click on the tab. If it hasn't been used for a while, there's just a little button to refresh it. And that like basically reopens my tab essentially. So that's a really good one. You can see down here there's a goo.gl. That's a URL shortener. If you notice up here, this is a pretty long URL. If I wanted to share this, for example, with the class, that's a lot for them to have to type, especially if I'm not embedding it or putting it on a website or emailing it to them. If I wanted to shorten this up, I could use this goo.gl shortener. I believe I have that one. I think it's this one. Yep. So if I click that, it shortens the URL to just this. So now HTTPS and then share this with students, and it'll take you to this same exact website. It'll also create a QR code, so that's another really cool extension. So extensions are awesome. Again, they give us tons of utility. There's different things you can do with different extensions. Some of my other favorites, so if you're looking for extensions to start out with, Black Menu is awesome. Black Menu is an extension that just lets you immediately go into your Drive, into your Gmail, into your calendar without having to open those things. It's just always there up in the corner, and you can access those items through your Google Chrome window without having to specifically go and open up those things. So it's cool, and you can customize it. So you can add a lot more other things to it, cloud printing or other apps. All these different links can be placed here, and you can organize them how you wish. So it's pretty awesome. Obviously, I think we're familiar with what Skype is. There's a Skype extension, so you can do Skyping in your Chrome browser pretty easily. There's also Snagit. Snagit's a good one that allows you to capture images of your Chrome browser or record video, just like I'm doing as well. I'm using the other one right now, but let's see, what else do we got? TechSmith is Snagit. Google, we talked about shortening URLs. Oh yeah, OneTab is another one of my favorites. If you have like 20 tabs open, and I like I said, I've been known to do this for time to time. I got to send them somewhere, so I'm going to just type in some search stuff. This is, let's say you have a bunch of websites that you want to share with students. And I'm just sending them to various search, just so they're all on different pages. So, you might have your students doing like a web quest or something where they're going to need a bunch of different internet web pages. Obviously, you've probably in the past had to do that by typing them into a worksheet or sharing with them electronically the URLs. One way to make this really simple is to use this extension OneTab. It'll consolidate, boom, all your tabs into one. And now you can obviously restore at any time, and that'll bring them all back. You could delete them and close them all from one spot, or you can share them as a web page. So that's pretty powerful. If you click the share them as a web page, you get a URL. There it is now. You can share it. You get a QR code if students can scan. So really cool. So that's it on Google Chrome, apps, extensions, everything that I find is very helpful in the classroom. If you have any questions, as always, email me. I'm always happy to help. and I look forward to seeing you in the building and also helping you guys with going Google.